Hello, my name is Rihanna Pardo, and for this encyclopedia assignment, I chose the topic of Teotl. Teotl is part of the Aztec religion, and Teotl is a noun term for sacredness or divinity, as it is often translated to God or as God. I would not like to describe it as God because it has a more wider definition than basically translating it as God. One of the synonyms is godness or oneness. It is hard to translate to English. So one of the concepts that we can define it, Teotl, is more than a god, more like a transformation or energy. Yes, one of the definitions or one of the characteristics of Teotl is energy. Uh, the Aztec religion is a polytheistic religion which they worship more than one god, and monistic too, which are part of the novel concepts of Teotl. Based on the definition of the Internet Encyclopedia of Philosophy, it quotes, "At the heart of the Novel philosophy stands the thesis that there exists a single dynamic, vivifying, eternally self-generating, and self-generated sacred power, energy of force, which is Teotl." So, to elaborate more on this, Teotl can be described as energy of force, which powers everything in this universe. It is eternally self-generating and self-generated, which it powers itself too. One of the meanings Teotl is spirit, a concentration of power as sacred and impersonal force. There's an Occidental idea that energy of or force cannot be a god, or that energy cannot be divine or sacred precisely. But Teotl implies something more than the idea of the divine manifestation of a form of a god or gods. Instead, it signifies that it's sacred in more general terms. What I mean by this is that it cannot be just fitted into God, but as a divine power and energy that powers everything in this universe. Teotl regenerates and regenerates, as well as permeates and encompasses and shapes the cosmos as part of its endless process of self regeneration and regeneration. An example of this definition too can be nature, heavens, earth, rain, humans, trees, rocks, animals, etc. Um, uh, Teotl shapes everything in this cosmos, like I mentioned, as part of its endless process of self-regenerating. As Teotl regenerates and regenerates itself, it creates life and energy, which some of these examples can be nature, heavens, rain, etc. All of this is regenerated by Teotl. Teotl is more than the unified totality of things. It's not just based off the um it's not just based off that Teotl powers everything and everything is powered by Teotl. Teotl is identical with everything and everything is identical with Teotl. So nature is Teotl and Teotl is nature. Yes, so we can see Teotl in everything, which means that everything is it's not a response but an outcome of Teotl's energy, and and self-regeneration. It is not a deity, but as a life force and ever-flowing force that regenerates and transforms. It can also be viewed or described as a verb, reflecting constant movement and change. Like I mentioned, Teotl is constantly regenerating itself, which is not a still um, entity. Um, the deity of the gods reflects in every aspect of the universe, including other gods. Teotl, like I mentioned in the beginning, Teotl cannot be described as just one god, but can be found in every god of the Aztecs. One example is Tlaloc, the god of rain, which embodies Teotl life-giving force as it pertains to water and fertility. Teotl permeates every god, making them less individualized entities and more expression of a single. So, like the god Tlaloc, it has one of the characteristics of Teotl, which is rain. Rain is part of nature, and its power. Rain is powered by Teotl, and Teotl is rain. So, um, it's like I mentioned, this is not just a single entity, but it can also be seen and portrayed in other gods. For example, the gods are diverse and um, the gods are diverse manifestations of one life force, reminding the followers that all aspects of life are interconnected by one. So by this one, it means Teotl. So everything is powered by Teotl, and Teotl can be found in everything, including the gods. Teotl has five main characteristics, which can basically define what is a Teotl. The first characteristic is Encyclopedia, which is properties. The first characteristic is properties. The second characteristic is tonali, which is heat, destiny, or fortune, a privilege too. The third characteristic is Neshquali, which means exclusivity, occupancy, business. Mm, the fourth is Maoistic, which means something great, something breathtaking, and worthy. And the last characteristic is La Soca, which is something valuable, loving. All these characteristics can be found in Teotl. And an example we can use referring to a divinity that can which has all these previous characteristics we mentioned is the corn god, which is Teotl, which is basing all these previous characteristics and could be translated to corn power or divine corn. Teotl, Teotl can be translated to corn power or divine corn, which also, since Teotl is an evolving and changing energy, which is sacred and powerful, and Teotl can be found in the god Teotl. It basically provides corn power or divine corn. And that is everything for this topic, Teotl. I hope you understand, and thank you for your time.